So I beat the shit out of a battle rapper inside of a steel cage, made it home from Milwaukee, dodged some hurricanes, and now I'm back safely. Time to recap the event. All right, first of all, I want to say this right now, man. I've been battling for 11 years, dude. Battling inside of a steel cage is easily the dopest thing I've ever experienced, man.
What? Your soul's at stake. I would take the exit. I'm taking something. I don't make exceptions. I'm breaking something, and that ain't a question. 22 is cool. 38's depressing. Stainless weapon, gun butt. Drag him into a vacant section. Tie him up. Fucking bail bank. Like the Great Recession related.
Dude, even when I pulled up, like, bro, when I pulled up to the venue, the second I saw that cage, I was just like, rip it open. I feel like for certain artists or even performers, you're always really nervous before an event starts. I'm not like that anymore. For the last 3 years, I've just been super ice cold. I'm not bothered by situations, but I feel like when people see a steel cage and they know they're going to be in a rap battle and they see the cameras and they know that people are going to be surrounding the cage, I feel like a lot of people would probably get shook or intimidated more than they already are by the performance itself. But man, dude, the second I saw that cage, I just wanted to get in there super fast, and I did get in super fast. I was the second battle of the event. The event was actually called No Order, meaning that the flyer might have shown you each battle from top to bottom, but there was no particular order as to when the battles would start on the pay-per-view, which is actually a really good idea because there's a lot of people that might not cop the pay-per-view or watch until the very end because they think that that battle is going to, you know, the main event is going to happen at the end of the event. But a lot of things were switched around, and where I was like 2 or 3 at the top of the card, I actually went second, and man, was it an experience. I couldn't wait to go off. I hadn't been this confident in my material in a while. I'm always confident in my material. I just knew the power that I had. I knew the rounds that I had, and I just knew that it was going to be a really long night for Bankhead. Now, one thing that I did say in the previous video before that, if you want to watch, was that it was Bankhead's hometown. This is his home league. And through my experience as a battler, I know that when you have a hyped artist or opponent, or they're from their hometown, or this is their return from this, or you're going to have to avoid the first round. I knew immediately, no matter what Bankhead had, the first round was going to be hard to get through. I did say in the video previous that my first round was going to be hard for him to get through because it was such a strong round, and man, was it a monster of a first round. I landed every single bar. The intro to it tore the shit down, set the tone for the battle, and I did not stop. The entire first round was nothing but bombs, and real bombs, like actual bombs, where the reaction either matched what the bar should have gotten or should have actually been louder than it was supposed to be. I mean, I did not let up. Every single 4 bars was an absolute haymaker, and I went crazy. I went wild on him in the first round. Now, like I said in the video before, Bankhead tends to be pretty drawn out. He makes a lot of long rounds, and it's very hit or miss. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not, but he got that first round hometown treatment. A lot of what he was saying was getting super loud reaction. It wasn't really matching the material itself. I swear to fucking... I'm going to come out with a compilation of every single coin toss that I was ever involved in battle rap. I can't win a fucking coin toss. It doesn't matter what I do. I just lose coin tosses no matter what. Going first can make or break a battle. A lot of times it's good to go last. It's just good to go last. You sound like the rebuttaler. You are the response. And I never get to do it. And I get into these battles where it's like I go absolutely insane in the first round. And then because my opponent went last, it seems like I'm up against the ropes and I have to fight back. I don't even think I'm going against the grain saying this. Bankhead's first round was longer than mine. Bankhead's first round, as far as a few bars that he hit, got louder reactions than mine. I thought I took the first clearly. Like I said, if you're going off of reactions and you're going off of the length of the round, yeah, I guess Bank had like a 5-minute round and he had a few bar. Like the only bar that I actually appreciated, the Scottie, he said Scottie Pippen. I've been following Mike for years with this long nose. That was a super fire. And I think he had like a pee on the side of the road. Like I couldn't make it to the bathroom, which was good. But like a lot of stuff that he was doing, it was just hometown, like hometown treatment in the first. And I knew that was going to fizzle out. As the rounds progressed, I scaled up or maintained the same strength of rounds as he kind of fizzled out. His first round was his best. His second was his second weakest. And then his third round was like a dud. It just didn't do much at all. And as he was fizzling out, I was scaling up. I thought I 30'd him, to be honest. After the first round, man, he really didn't have a chance to come back, man. I just kept going. And I want to talk about something that he brought up in a comment section under a YouTube video that was promoting a segment of one of my rounds from the battle on Hip Hop Is Real. So in the second round, I'm in the middle of biggity bombing on Bankhead. As predicted, I land a huge haymaker and I'm doing my little like theatric where I'm like, we have to add like little elements as a battler, man. Like you can't just rap and then just wait till it goes. So I'm like adding my little like, I'm like walking around and like pacing while the crowd's reacting and everything. And I'm ready. I gauge this all the time. Like what makes me really good is my pacing and my timing. I know after a haymaker lands, I could tell from the volume of the crowd itself when it's time to jump back into your round. And there are some times where you have to just let the crowd rock out. So I land one of many big haymakers throughout the night and the crowd is reacting and I'm circling around and I'm kind of just waiting for them to get to a certain volume where I could jump back into my round. And I don't feel like it's time to jump into the round. So I'm circling around and boom, it's my time to get into it. The volume is where it's at. And I'm like, all right, as a professional, I'm like, this is the time where I start rapping again. You don't wait till the crowd goes completely silent, but you have a gauge for when it's time to talk again. And I go into it. I start saying the last line previous and I'm about to start. And then boom, somebody loudly says something along the lines of like,
security, get on it. Y'all got a conversation to have that shit outside.
I have to stop once again. There's an altercation clearly going on like 10, 15 feet away from me. And one of the people that are like running the league, they leave the cage to go to engage with those people, right? So as this is happening, this is a huge wedge in my performance. And this is not something that I obviously rehearse. No battle rapper wants to get interrupted while they're in a flow state, especially when they just landed a haymaker, right? So for me in my head, I'm feeling like, all right, maybe I'm kind of losing track here. I might be forgetting my material, right? So this is something that I don't want to admit to this, but Bankhead kind of called me out under a YouTube comment on Hip Hop Is Real. Not only did this man say he won all 3 rounds, but he says in the second round, I was choking and I pulled out my phone right when I started choking and I lost the round because I was choking. When there was clearly a situation going on that happened right as I landed a haymaker. Now, once again, I don't want to admit this because it's embarrassing to admit, but yes, I pulled out my phone. But I didn't pull out my phone to look at lyrics. I didn't pull my phone out to remember bars because something happened that made me lose track of where I was and I had to get myself back naturally because there was a situation outside of my control. That's not what I did. I was looking up flowers. Now, obviously for the last 3 years, I've been talking about how I'm ice cold when I'm in battles, but sometimes when I get nervous, man. There's nothing I could do about it. I started to get upset. I started to get nervous, and to calm myself down, I started Googling dandelions. Dandelions are, I love dandelions. There's something that really calms me down and it just kind of brings me back to earth. Like I just feel like sometimes I leave, I'm out of my head and I just don't know how to get myself back. And it's dandelions that brings me back to earth. It really calms down my stress levels and it just, it's a real peaceful feeling. So right, dandelions calm me down. The crowd and the situation at the bar is finally subsided and I get right back to bombing on that ass. I don't know why Bankhead is trying to spread rumors that I was choking and I had to look at my phone. But yeah, man, the battle was crazy. I brought 3 insane rounds. I thought I won 32 rounds clear. Second and third was absolutely clear. If you want to give Bankhead the first round off off of the length of his round and the reaction, then you could go do that. I thought it was a 30 ball for me. And then after that, I mean, dude, the event never stopped. Black Ice Cartel, mwah, absolutely incredible league, incredible people that work there. John Doe, Black Ice, y'all did an incredible job. Down to the security, the cameraman, the dude waving the flag. Avocado, ruin your day as always. Just goated shit, makes us look like superheroes. The card itself was insane. JC versus Showstopper, insane. Showstopper and Killer B, bro. Two brothers that are absolutely amazing, super talented artists, up and coming artists. Showstopper did his numbers versus JC. Killer B fought toe to toe with Rum Nitty. Did not give up one fucking round, bro. Like, he was just going absolutely in. Hollow and Ward was just incredible, dude. Like, just an amazing night. One of my favorite nights in battle rap. Easily the dopest experience I've ever had in the middle of a battle. Being inside of a steel cage, having people rattling the cage, being surrounded by the people, it just gave a whole new element, man. It woke a monster in me, man. I was probably the most calm I had ever been. You know, my projection was as controlled as it has ever been as well. It was just an incredible experience. Shout out to Black Ice Cartel. But yeah, man, your boy went absolutely insane. We got one more battle at the end of this year that's yet to be announced, and it is a big battle. It's on another league that I have not had the chance to grace. And, you know, we were finally able to do business. So that one I'm really excited about. We are going to be back to the reactionary content as well on this channel. I know I've been taking a little bit of a break, obviously preparing for this battle. And then I get back and the hurricane kind of stalled us for a little bit, but I am back to regular uploads tomorrow. But until then, if you guys want to support me, as always, patreon.com/IamMikeP. $5 a month. It gets you every single VOD I've ever done. I review albums on Twitch like 3 to 5 days a week. We're also getting back to that tomorrow as well, now that we got our shit together. So I'm excited to get back to streaming tomorrow. Other than that, man, thank you guys so much for the support. Appreciate y'all. Like, comment, let me know what you guys think. And yeah, that's it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Back to regularly scheduled programming. Bye-bye.